Ava had always lived in a world of darkness, but to her it was not a world of limitations. Being blind from birth, she had never seen the colors of the world, the bright sunrises or the stars twinkling in the night sky. But what she lacked in vision, she made up for in her ability to feel. Ava had an extraordinary sensitivity to sound, touch, and smell, allowing her to experience the world in ways others could never understand. She had learned to navigate her world by listening carefully to the sounds of the wind, the birds, the people around her, and even the vibrations in the ground beneath her feet. It wasn't easy, but it was her way of seeing the world. Despite her rich inner world, Ava often faced challenges because of her blindness. People would often look at her with pity, whispering behind her back, wondering how she could ever hope to lead a normal life. "She's blind," they'd say. "She can't do much." These comments stung, not because she cared about what others thought, but because they reminded her of the one thing she could never do: see the world in the same way others did. Ava's mother, however, never treated her blindness as a weakness. She taught Ava from a young age that being blind didn't mean she had to miss out on life. She was always encouraging Ava to explore the world through touch and sound, to embrace her other senses and not feel limited by her lack of sight. Ava's mother often said, "You may not see with your eyes, Ava, but you can see with your heart." It was a piece of advice Ava would carry with her for the rest of her life. Everything changed the day Ava met Ethan. Ethan was a renowned photographer, known for capturing the beauty of nature and landscapes in a way that touched people's hearts. His photographs were not just about what the eye could see. They told stories, evoking emotions that could only be felt through deep reflection. He had always believed that pictures were a way to share the world's beauty, but he never considered the idea that someone who could not see might appreciate or even create art. Ethan had heard of Ava before, through mutual acquaintances who admired her for her resilience. He had often wondered how a blind person could experience the world in a way that would allow them to create something as beautiful as a photograph. Intrigued by the thought, Ethan decided to meet Ava and see if his hypothesis held any weight. The first time they met was at Ava's home. Ethan arrived with his camera, unsure of how to approach a person who could not see. He introduced himself, and Ava, always curious, asked him, "What do you do, Ethan?" "I'm a photographer," he replied. "I take pictures of the world." Ava smiled, though Ethan could not see it. "Pictures," she said softly. "What do you see in pictures?" Ethan paused. This was the question that had been bothering him for days. "Well," he started, "pictures capture what the eye can see, the beauty of the world." Ava nodded, though she didn't fully understand. "But how do you feel it?" she asked. "How do you know it's beautiful if you can't feel it?" Ethan was taken aback. He had never thought of it that way. "I suppose," he said thoughtfully, "I look at it and think about it. I capture the way it makes me feel." Ava tilted her head. "You don't just see it. You feel it in your heart, don't you?" Ethan was stunned. He had never considered the idea that pictures could be more than just visual. He had always thought of photography as a way to freeze moments in time for people to admire. But now, Ava's words made him realize something profound. Photography wasn't just about what you could see with your eyes. It was about the feelings and emotions that were captured in the moment. Ava, sensing the shift in his thoughts, asked, "If I could show you how I feel the world, would you be able to see it too?" Ethan was intrigued. "What do you mean?" he asked, his curiosity piqued. "I mean," Ava said, "I may not be able to see with my eyes, but I can feel the world. I can feel the warmth of the sun on my face, the cool breeze against my skin, the rough texture of bark on a tree, and the softness of petals in a flower. These things have their own colors and shapes, but they aren't visible to the eye. They exist in a world you might not understand unless you feel it yourself." Ethan was silent for a moment, absorbing her words. He had never thought about the world in this way before. The thought that there could be more to reality than what could be seen with the eyes fascinated him. He had spent his life capturing the beauty that lay in front of him, but Ava was telling him that there was more, things that could only be understood through the senses and the heart. "I'd like to learn," Ethan said quietly. "Can you show me?" Over the next few weeks, Ethan and Ava spent time together as she helped him understand the world through her senses. Ava taught him to feel the warmth of the sun, the rhythm of the wind, and the textures of nature.